Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Deadpool and Wolverine got some important updates from a spread in Total Film magazine that gives us further context to what to expect from this film. And additionally, I feel like I owe all of you an update when it comes to that Entertainment Weekly report last week, in which they tried to temper expectations that Taylor Swift might be showing up in this movie. Did New Rockstars do it again? Did we get it wrong? Is it Mephisto all over again? Yes, it kinda is, but not how you think. So I'm gonna break it all down for you, and a reminder that the best way to support New Rockstars is to grab one of our amazing shirt designs that are exclusively found on nerdriot.shop. Okay, the most revelatory photo from the Total Film spread shows Wolverine and Deadpool standing in the courtyard of Cassandra Nova's compound, formed by the corpse of giant Scott Lang. On the far right, that's probably the clearest shot yet we've gotten of this particular member of Cassandra Nova's gang, first seen in the Like a Prayer trailer in April. There have been a lot of claims going around that this could be Blade from the 2006 Spike TV series version of Blade, in which the character was played by Kirk Sticky Fingers Jones.
Nighttime is no place for the living.
I'm not sure if this guy looks like Sticky Fingers to me. I did make a past video looking at all the other characters in this lineup, including Ray Park Toad, who is also visible in this Total Film photo, and Tyler Mane Sabretooth, who I think is a masked guy with the long blonde hair to the left of Toad. And I speculated that this guy on the far right would most likely be a villain from the first 3 X-Men films in the aughts. And I think it might actually be Spike, Lance Gibson Sr., who briefly went toe-to-toe with Hugh Jackman Wolverine when Logan charged into the camp of Magneto's Brotherhood in 2006's X-Men The Last Stand. I will say that Kirk Sticky Jones has had a more active acting career in the past several years, and it would admittedly be a lot funnier for Deadpool and Wolverine to make fun of how impossible it seems to be to get a Blade movie made at Marvel Studios. And to do this, they could bring in the one other Blade that is not Wesley Snipes, because Ryan Reynolds worked with Wesley Snipes in Blade Trinity when Ryan Reynolds played Hannibal King and had quite an experience working with Wesley Snipes. But the detail I really love about this photo is that you can see Juggernaut in it, but he is hidden perfectly in plain sight. Look closely at Wolverine. Juggernaut is positioned directly behind Logan. His domed head juts out to the right of Logan's head. The clips on his shoulders that hold up his chest straps appear just over Wolverine's shoulders, and you can see the tips of Juggernaut's fingers and the edge of his boot at the bottom there. They completely Mike Wazowski Juggernaut in this photo, and it seems deliberate, like Ryan Reynolds or someone from the team on this movie thought, oh yeah, let's give the press this photo because Juggernaut is right there and he's just perfectly blocked out. But we knew Juggernaut would be in this film from the footage that released in the Best Friends Day promo, and seeing Juggernaut in the background there gave us all a bit of surprise because Vinnie Jones claimed unprompted months ago that he would not be in this movie.
We couldn't strike the deal for Deadpool, but I mean, Deadpool's my favorite movie of time, more or less.
Now, it is possible that they put a different actor in the Juggernaut suit so that Vinnie Jones himself would not have to do it, or maybe just Vinnie Jones signed away his likeness so that they could use his appearance for the movie. But why include the X-Men The Last Stand Juggernaut in this scene, especially when Ryan Reynolds played a different version of Juggernaut in Deadpool 2? Well, I feel like this movie's whole agenda is going to be to parody and to offer redemption for everything weird about the earlier era X-Men films that history just kind of moved on from, which is really the reason why the MCU began to outshine the Fox X-Men films, and to force us all to remember and to pay respect. And that would include Brett Ratner's weird decision to make Vinnie Jones say this:
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Because Brett Ratner wanted to parody the early aughts meme from the 90s animated series episode that featured the Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
But Vinnie Jones hated that Brett Ratner made him say this line, and I feel like this movie could feature the character getting in a back and forth with Deadpool just about that one decision. Like he could say something like, I don't know why I said that. I hate that word. But even if I said it, it was a different time, and it wasn't fair for me to get erased to this wasteland because I said it. It wasn't my decision, and you lot done a lot worse. Like, why don't we talk about all your borderline homophobic marketing, playing on how hilarious and cringy it is that Deadpool and Wolverine have a bromance and romantic feelings for each other. Like, I'm just saying that I said I'm the Juggernaut, bitch, in the same year that you was in Smoker Aces, and the only difference between you then and you now is the $500 million from gin and Sprint and misunderstanding English football. Like, I feel like if Ryan Reynolds is gonna make fun of everyone else from the early aughts, he's gotta make fun of himself from that era too. But functionally in this scene, we need Juggernaut to begin a run and charge, right? Like, we gotta see him in action. In fact, that might be what is happening in this other Total Film image of Wolverine running in the same location. Like, they could be baiting Juggernaut into a run to begin an escape from this compound because he could smash a hole through the corpse arm of Scott Lang, or just hit these guys so hard that they get super smashed way out of the compound. We've reached peak subscription. I think I have somewhere around gazillion myself, which is part of why I'm so thrilled to let you know that you do not need need to sign up for a subscription to try out Harry's. Harry's makes the absolute best razors and shaving products. And now with their new Shave and Suds bundle, you can try Harry's for yourself without a subscription. The bundle contains an orange Truman handle with 2 blades, an 8-pack of blades, 1 free travel size body wash, and 1 free travel size exfoliating face wash. The Truman handle has an ergonomic no-slip grip, which makes it super easy to control. Plus, the weight just feels good. Also, Harry's body wash smells great and lathers really well. And the exfoliating face wash kind of turned me into a face wash guy. It's got peppermint and eucalyptus, so your face feels cool. And the natural exfoliants make my skin so smooth. Eucalyptus. The Shave and Suds bundle is available exclusively online for just $27. That's an 18% discount. Just click the link in the description to pick one up for yourself. But if you don't want one piece of it, don't worry. Harry's is available at Target, Walmart, Costco, or wherever you do your shopping, and you can pick up the individual items there instead. Again, make sure you check out the Shave and Suds bundle through the link in the description and pick something up next time you're at your favorite store, and let me know what you get. But Vinnie Jones denying that Juggernaut would be in Deadpool and Wolverine just to have the character show up in the marketing is another reason why I think fans were skeptical when Entertainment Weekly tried to claim that Taylor Swift will not appear in this film. Look, I trust Entertainment Weekly as a credible news outlet. I very much value their reporting. I love their coverage. Like, my whole entry point to talking about films this way was having a subscription to Entertainment Weekly as a kid in the Jacksonville, Florida suburbs with no other connection to the industry and just adoring Jeff Jensen's coverage of Lost. So this is not meant to be a diss against Entertainment Weekly. Also, I gotta say, I do not need Taylor Swift to appear in this film. And my reporting of all the signs and evidence that Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift have wanted us to think that she might appear in the film, I understand have turned me and turned this channel into, I guess, the tip of the spear of this whole conspiracy theory. I own that. I'm not gonna deny that. But as I've said before, it did not begin with me, and I'm okay being wrong about it. I just think I've been more aggressive with covering it than any other major outlet has, and I just think a lot of you want to see me fall on my face again as I did with Mephisto. I get it. I'm okay with taking the L on this one because, you know, I think it has been worth it to talk about this insane effort by both Ryan Reynolds' team and Taylor Swift's team to make us think this might happen, whether or not it does. Like, I kind of want to document this moment in history, this pre-release period, and the speculative headspace we all lived in for these months before the film came out and proved us right or wrong. But the issue I must take respectfully with Entertainment Weekly's report is it seemed triggered by the speculation on June 10th based on the official IMAX poster that showed Deadpool and Wolverine wearing friendship bracelets that are commonly associated with Taylor Swift's Eras tour. And based on that poster, the internet did what it always does. On June 10th, there was just another wave of speculation about a possible Taylor Swift cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine. And I think some folks at Entertainment Weekly were just like, we have to stop this. And they could not help but run this exclusive report that they thought they alone were sitting on and publish this article just a couple hours after the IMAX poster came out. Headline: sorry Swifties, Taylor Swift is not featured in Deadpool and Wolverine, parentheses, exclusive. And then subheadline: EW can exclusively confirm that the pop superstar is not in the film. Then the body of the article reads, sorry Swifties, despite internet rumors, Taylor Swift will not be dazzling the screen in Deadpool and Wolverine. The pop superstar behind the albums of the Tortured Poets Department and Folklore is not in the film, Entertainment Weekly has learned exclusively. The news comes as IMAX debuted a new poster for the Marvel extravaganza on Monday that featured the 2 title heroes holding hands, wearing friendship bracelets like the ones that have become synonymous with Swift's massive worldwide Eras tour. So from here, the article goes on to the history of the fan speculation from Taylor Swift's appearance with Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Sean Levy at the Chiefs-Jets game in 2023, and then inaccurately reports that Ryan Reynolds starred in Taylor Swift's self-directed All Too Well music video. Respectfully, that is incorrect, Entertainment Weekly. Reynolds did not appear in the All Too Well music video. Taylor Swift shot that music video at Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's upstate New York home, the same house where Ryan Reynolds shot his Hugh Jackman Wolverine announcement video in September 2022. But then the Entertainment Weekly article finally seems to get to the actual source that they were citing with their exclusive claim. In the months since, Levy and Reynolds have played coy, opting to neither confirm nor deny their friend's involvement, or lack thereof, in interviews. Levy told Entertainment Weekly in April, quote, I regret that I was not quicker to shut it down the first time, so I'm going to default to my very true situation, which is, as much as we love each other, the fear of death is so intense in me regarding Ryan and how he desperately wants to avoid talking about all of these proliferating creating rumors. And on the words Levy told EW in April, they hyperlink to their own April 12th article where this quote from Sean Levy originally appeared in this context. The one thing Levy can't really talk about are all the names that have been reported and also rumored to appear in Deadpool and Wolverine, from Jennifer Garner's Elektra to previous X-Men movie characters to Taylor Swift. When asked about the latter, the filmmaker says, quote, "I regret that I was not quicker to shut it down the first time, yada yada yada." So we all read that quote back in April, and then since then, in May, Ryan Reynolds responded to Fandango's Jacqueline Coley with a far more teasing non-answer to this question.
Straight up dishonesty is in the cards for us right now. Movies like this, there's so much speculation about so many people that might end up in the film, you know? I mean, I saw one that was convinced Elvis was in the movie. So, you know, anything could happen, and that's sort of what I love about this universe and this world is, you know, we'll see. Surprises are the essence of Deadpool.
The important thing to note here is that nowhere in Entertainment Weekly's June 10th article, the article where they claim that they can exclusively confirm that Taylor Swift is not in the movie, and even added the word exclusive to their headline for good measure, nowhere in this article is any source, any mention of a source, or any attribution of any kind to prove that exclusivity. For an entertainment trade to publish the word exclusive, it must come with a new quote, given exclusively to them and to no one else from someone who works on the film or at the studio, or a paraphrase attributed to someone, or at the very least, the words, quote, "a source close to production." And there is nothing of the kind in this article. The only attribution is their own quote from April 12th, which on its own wasn't Sean Levy even saying anything. It was just him wishing that he shut the speculation down earlier and be terrified of disappointing Ryan Reynolds by saying the wrong answer to these questions. Entertainment Weekly published no attribution in this article to back up them saying that this was a new exclusive. What I think did happen is that one of the wonderful people who work at Entertainment Weekly, people who I will admit are much better at my job than I am, one of them did talk to someone who works on Deadpool and Wolverine, and they did ask that very real person the Taylor Swift question off the record. And that source told them, "No, she is not going to be in it, but you can't quote me, and you can't even say you talked to someone." And then Entertainment Weekly was like, "Well, we know what we were told, and we trust our source, so let's run with it, and let's put exclusive on there." But if Entertainment Weekly was willing to do that, they should have also included, quote, "sources close to production," just to properly stand by it. But I also understand their reluctance to say sources close to production, because that's basically saying, like, due to our anonymous sources, and there's like a mixed debate within the journalist community whether or not it's ethical to do that, because, you know, we're not talking about like the national defense or lives being at stake to protect that anonymity. It's just the tricky thing about this is entertainment news outlets, and I include myself in this humbly, we often don't respect how much we ourselves are pieces of the studio marketing machine. And with Deadpool and Wolverine, Sean Levy himself in his April 12th quote said it all. When it comes to Taylor Swift rumors, it seems like the order for everyone working on this film for now is, yes, it's out there, but deny, deny, deny. Shut it down, shut it down. Don't let anyone think that Taylor's gonna be in this movie, because we don't want the weeks leading up to this film to be dominated by Taylor Swift. We don't want her to overshadow the great marketing work we're doing for it and potentially scare off viewers who are just sick of Taylor Swift in the past 2 years. And by executing that strategy, it would mean if Taylor Swift does appear, it would be more of a true surprise. One of many surprise cameos in what will ultimately be a Deadpool and Wolverine triumph, and that they will get to have the headline. This is the same strategy used by Sony and Andrew Garfield for Spider-Man No Way Home.
There's a photo going around on the internet of you on the set of Spider-Man, and I was like, wow,
I'm not sure about that.
You're gonna be in it, yeah. That's exciting, right?
I had no idea. Like,
Have you seen the photo?
I heard about it, and I did see it, and it's a Photoshop.
Months and months of denials from Andrew Garfield, claims that leaked footage was Photoshop, and then this movie comes out, and what do you know? Andrew Garfield hops through a portal. So at the end of the day, I trust Entertainment Weekly. I don't think they lie. I just think they're trying to do their part in responsibly reporting on this movie to manage expectations, to be the adults in the room, and I respect that. I appreciate it. But I think we need to be equally skeptical of what studio sources are telling us off the record to control the narrative, and the way that they are using us to do that, to guarantee a $250 million opening weekend. And we need to be as skeptical of them as we are skeptical of the fans going off the deep end with their theories. Comment down below with your thoughts on all this. You can follow me at EA Voss. Subscribe to all 3 channels in the New Rockstars network for breakdowns and news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.